So there is this thing called being a Bitcoin maximalist, or a more extreme version of it called being a Bitcoiner. These are folks in the cryptocurrency space who say, you know what, there might be all of these other currencies, but Bitcoin is the mothership and the fatherland and everything else. And the ones who are maximalists say Bitcoin is the best, and the ones who are Bitcoiners say Bitcoin is the only one. And I have often been asked this question, both as a representative of Zebpay as well as at an individual level, that are you a Bitcoin maximalist? Are you a Bitcoiner? So let me first give you the official line so that it also acts as a disclaimer here, that indeed Zebpay, while it does transact other assets, is a very Bitcoin centric exchange. We believe as Zebpay in Bitcoin far more than other assets, and naturally I myself have been one of the people who have brought about that culture, right? So there is no dissonance between what I think and what my organization thinks. But since I'm now speaking about myself, I could go a little deeper and say, you know, that I'm a Bitcoiner on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday and Saturday. On Thursdays, I wonder whether the absence of a scripting language is holding adoption of Bitcoin back. On Sundays, I think about the speed of the Bitcoin transaction. Now my Sundays are a little more comfortable because of the Lightning Network, and as it gets mass adopted, then you know it will only be on Thursdays that I will rue the absence of as strong a scripting language as, let's say, ETH or an EOS or some others have, right? And when I look at all the developmental work that is happening on Bitcoin, and a lot is happening which does not get captured by the price movement or the volume movement. Not enough is happening on the scripting language bit, because people are thinking more of Bitcoin as a store of value, as the equivalent of gold or digital gold, etc. So let's put it this way, I am 6/7 a Bitcoiner, and that is getting needlessly quantitatively exact. I say this a little bit a tongue in cheek, but I don't think there will come a time where cryptos will do well but Bitcoin will not. So to that extent, I'm definitely a Bitcoin maximalist as far as my personal assets are concerned, and don't tell the tax man, okay? But as far as my personal assets are concerned, almost all of the digital assets, maybe even all, but almost all of the digital assets are actually Bitcoin by itself. So that tells you my orientation, and oh, feel free to tell the tax man, it's all disclosed. And going forward, I want to remain open-minded about the emergence of better coins. And when I say better coins, I don't just mean technologically superior, because there are many. Because Bitcoin was the first and others had that as the starting point, of course they got better than Bitcoin technologically in some aspect or the other, some dimension or the other. Some of these coins today are widely distributed, and as a consequence they probably have reached a critical mass of acceptance also. But I think that there are many things that go about making a successful cryptocurrency, and Bitcoin today possesses almost all of them. So I don't see that changing. I want to remain open-minded, because when I meet people typically from the classic world of money, banking, finance, and I hear with deep regret and pain how little effort they are willing to make to understand this new phenomenon. And I'm not blaming all of them. Some of them are well-meaning though ignorant, and some of them are not ignorant, they're brilliant and they've understood what the future holds for them. But when I see such ignorance, I don't want to be caught in the next leg of ignorance, where I was smart enough to adopt cryptocurrency but not smart enough to accept innovation. Because ultimately what we want to do is encourage innovation, create enabling frameworks, keep an open mind. You should too.